So good morning, Kailey. I'm very proud of you. How do you feel about finishing the FDN course?
Great. It's been a long time coming, I feel like.
I'm very happy for you, and I'm expecting big things. Tell me, how'd you find us in the first place?
A person on Instagram that I was following because she had also graduated from IIN was posting about her doing FDN next. And I feel like that was really the gap that I was missing from IIN was more of like the clinical, the scientific, all the under the hood stuff that really just rounded out why everyone was experiencing all of these health issues. And so I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want and what I need. So fast forward today, and here we are.
It's not such a, yeah, I appreciate that, but it's hard to fast forward in this course.
Yeah,
Pretty tough course, eh?
absolutely. Yeah, there are definitely some challenging moments for sure.
What were you expecting to get out of it?
I think my expectation was to be able to get testing, have access to the testing, be able to look at a lab and identify what was happening on that lab, but I think more specifically be able to tailor it to an individual, the way that we clinically correlate everything, because that's also a gap in my experience where I was getting labs done by my doctor, but everything was normal. And I just knew that wasn't the case. And that was my expectation from FDN, and it definitely exceeded that.
So mostly it was for the labs. Like I know you said it for a greater total understanding, but yeah, people think the course is going to be about the labs, and I'm glad you said it exceeded your expectations, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say, yes, it was about the labs, but that's only because I had already done IIN. And so that I had a good foundation, at least understanding of what we now know to be the dress protocol in a very different capacity.
Yeah, cool. And your background, you said, was IIN mostly.
Yeah. Yep.
Very good. And so were you practicing as a health coach for a while, or how did that work out?
Yeah, so I've been practicing as a health coach for, I had been practicing as a health coach for about a year before I started FDN. And so it was a good transition, especially with the clients that I was already working with, for them to know that FDN was in the pipeline and that I would be able to further serve them with additional education through FDN.
Yeah, good, good. Did you change anything like the way you're dealing with people? Have you raised your prices, or how's this gonna make a difference in
Yeah, definitely raised my prices since FDN. I was for sure undercharging based on the coaching that I was doing from IIN. And at the time, I guess I justified that I was getting the experience, so I was undercharging. And then I had gotten to the point where I'm like, wait, I'm giving them so much education and knowledge that while, yes, there's a component of I want to make myself accessible, I want to help as many people as I can. It then became more than just the experience. I had also lost my job in marketing in May. So that was another reasoning behind needing to like make this more of a focus, more of an income driver for me.
yeah. Good. If you're happy, I'm happy. So you had a job in marketing? What was that like? What was it, online stuff or?
It was stressful. I worked remote. My agency was based in Seattle. So yeah, I was stuck on my computer all day, lots of meetings. But it's funny in advertising, they always say, we're not curing cancer, we're not saving lives. And that's definitely what it felt like when I worked in advertising. It was like everything was a big deal. Everything was like a fire, which a component of how I got to wanting and needing FDN for my also further understanding of my body because I'd seen functional practitioners and very similarly struggled with the fact that they operated under a Western medicine model, right? You have X amount. Oh, these are your symptoms. Cool. Let's run these tests. And it was just like slowly checking things off and still not getting tons of answers.
Yeah. So you found your own health is getting better too. You're working on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. I want you to be a really good FDN practitioner, and we're here to help you any way we can. Let me look at my notes here because I get to actually check the box that says that you're done. So you
Okay.
thought you were done, but you weren't quite. And let me make sure I get these notes right, or Dawn will be after me. So just give me a little bit more about how you're going to use FDN moving forward, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Funny enough, I went to Hicks last year.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
yeah, and I met a naturopath. He was one of the speakers there, speaking for Endo Access, and he was in need of somebody to help him with his nutrition protocols in his clinic. And
Mhm.
so, November of last year, I started working with him and doing all his nutrition protocols because I was an FDN, or because I was training to be an FDN with under the premise that I would have more experience at graduation. So that's one component. I've been doing the nutrition coaching and consulting for him through there, which I find to be really beneficial because he's using labs, he's coming up with the supplement protocols, and then I'm helping really reestablish everyone in the nutrition, especially if they're struggling with things like SIBO or Candida. So it's like
Yeah.
another way of understanding, but I definitely have my own practice. I have about 4 clients currently, which I've started all of the nutrition coaching, all the lifestyle behavior stuff with first, and now will continue with the trained labs on from FDN.
Oh, that's good. How'd you like working for him?
It's great. I've worked in doctor's offices before. I worked in an acupuncture clinic. I would say it's very different than running your own practice, right? Having your own clients that you build that early relationship with, but it's good exposure. It's like exposure therapy to see all kinds of different demographics. It really helps me understand what patients, what clients I want to see in my practice because that's where I have the say.
Okay, cool. That sounds good. There's lots of people hiring FDNs out there. Do you have any friends or associates that you think might like FDN or that you could refer to us and make some money on?
Yeah, it's funny because I post on social media a lot too. So I've made a couple of videos on TikTok about my FDN experience. And I've had people reach out to me on TikTok saying that they're doing research, they want to do a similar course, they want to pick my brain about FDN. So I'm always going to be an advocate of FDN. Definitely have talked to some friends about it as well.
I'm just saying, we just completely revamped our affiliate program.
Okay.
Hope it works this time. But no matter what, if you refer people, we make sure you get rewarded for that. And sometimes we can even give them a small discount for being
Okay.
a friend of yours. So you
Okay.
could, if you feel comfortable with it, promote FDN and hey, I can get you a deal.
Yeah.
And also, you also get paid on the back end once they're all signed up and everything.
Okay. Good to know.
Do you have any questions for me, Kaylee?
Not specifically. Obviously, next step for me is signing up for AFDNP and getting all set up there and just staying connected to the community. Maybe you can tell me a little bit like your experience with post grads and their involvement within the FDN community, especially as everyone goes off and runs their own practice.
Mhm. Yeah, I can only hope that every FDN graduate does something with the training.
Right.
It's my goal was only only reason I created FDN was for my practice and my clinic that I worked at. So I never thought I would teach or I just wanted to be the best practitioner out there and actually really help people. So it took me 10 years to figure that out. And then once I did, was happy, but people kept telling me I need to be teaching. And because just think of all the people that in the world that would get help if you would teach others your formula or methodology. So I put the first FDN class together, and then I've never looked back. Those people, including you, have been so great and willing, and they also wouldn't go away. So they like, now what? What can we do? And how do I do business? And what about this? What about that? So the course only contains so much. It's better than it ever was. The first time I taught was like, here's the labs and here's the protocols, and God bless you, good luck with that. So now obviously the course is much more robust, and yet this principle is there that you got to go do it. But now we have a great backup system for you. Yeah, we've fully tried to serve the community of graduates, and there's about 1,200 that belong to the association.
Uh,
So a lot. There could be 1,200 more,
yeah.
but because I've trained a lot more than that, but they just are off doing their own thing, whatever. But so I love the group, and the group has a great leader in Lucy, and plus with Dawn and with Brandy and everybody. We really want you to be successful. And we're even today have meetings about how do we help the average FDN. You're way ahead of the game, by the way, Kaylee, because you worked with a guy, and mostly because you had the IIN in your own practice. And four customers is a good start. If you have that coming out the gate, you're ahead of way more than half of
Yeah.
FDN. Some have never done a customer before at all. They don't know what to charge. So the FDNP, Association of FDN Professionals, was created to fill in some of the blanks that still might be there, and also give you a chance to, like you said, stay connected, part of a community, help each other. Peer support's really important. Even
Yeah.
going through the course, I hope you found a study buddy or something.
Got a whole group.
Yeah, there's a crew, and then so in the same view of trying to provide service, we do that for the grads too. You pay
Right.
a membership, I think we over deliver, and that's just our way, and we're open to new ideas.
Yeah.
Plus, the market changes and labs change and products change and things happen that I get some of my best ideas from these interviews. Hey, and which is my next question for you. What could I do to make the course better? Is there anything you wish it had? But finishing up on your question, we're just here for you. That's all. Just join, stay connected, get your newsletter,
Mhm.
read it, and click on what makes sense to you to spend. Try to give it a moment because we use the feedback. We track everything. And if no one's clicking on something we're putting in there, probably
Yeah.
take it out. But if everyone's clicking on something, then we know, okay, this is what. So we're very sensitive to what you need. And Lucy Carew, she's the director of the association. She's very open. She's
Okay.
an open person. I have an open door policy too, by the way. If you ever just
Okay.
want feedback to
Yeah.
me, you can always book back in with me. But yeah, so is there anything you wish the course had that we could add?
I think to your point, like you had mentioned, not everyone actually turns this into a business and develops a practice for it. I would say, especially in because I was very involved and vocal. Like I'm somebody who doesn't mind speaking up and sharing
It's
my
a good thing,
opinion.
by the way. You keep that up.
Thank you. I felt like I had a lot of people ask me questions or want more information on how I set up my practice from an administrative point of view at very low cost. For example, utilizing Gmail, right? And being able to organize and track documents within Google Drive. Or I love Notion. I don't know if you've ever heard about Notion, but utilizing tools about like Notion. I took notes for every single module, every video that I watched in Notion. So when I was doing my practicals, I was able to use the search function of Notion and pull up any of those places where something was referenced or there was visuals that I dropped in. And I found that to be one really helpful for like my graduation, like getting to that point, but also like really retaining the information. I feel like that might be a really good area to help people understand like how they set themselves up for success, not only for the course, like post course, so you're not feeling like you're over investing in areas that you don't have clients yet to pay for.
That's a really good idea. Now, Notion that's an AI note taker.
No, it's an actual workspace. It's free and you can do, there's a lot more functionality than that because you can build CRM into it, and you can build automations, you can build all of these various components of Notion, and it's offered free, but then obviously there's like the plus ups where you can pay for like the AI feature. within
Oh,
it. Yeah, but the base of the entire model is free.
that sounds great. Yeah, we have a tech stack that's beyond my capability. I, thank goodness, have good people
Yeah.
working for me. And that's a wonderful suggestion. I've had people go through who did other things to track. That's why I asked if it was an AI thing, because I had a guy go through it with AI and he almost has the book. So
Yeah.
I'm looking for things like that where people are willing to work with us. Hey, here's what I did. Submit it to us. We'll pay you for it or work out a deal if it's useful moving forward for other people. Right now, I don't have anyone to assign Notion to. Like, hey,
Okay.
find out what Notion is and see if we could just make, what would you recommend we teach FDNs to use that in module one, or like how would you have them do that kind of thing?
Yeah, teach them like literally upfront in module one. It's set yourself up for success in our certification. Here are options for note taking. With my background in marketing, I'm very like organized type
Yeah,
A, like used to using platforms like I use Google Docs for all of my client plans now. I type everything up in Google Docs, I export it as a PDF, and it's like I pay for my email through that now, but I didn't before because it was all free. So it was
yeah.
a way of delivering quality communication in a way that I could organize. So I'm happy if you guys need support on stuff like that, I'm happy to help because here, let's see if I can share my screen. I did everything all the way through my mentor feedback. I did my scripts for all my modules. Okay, here we go. Share. So every single module is saved here. And then I have everything labeled by lesson. Let's see if I can find, I was able to take screenshots of
Wow.
information that you shared live in the video, drop that in there. There's all of these little pages within it. So I had each practical labeled within the questions, my mentor notes coming out of that. So
Okay.
anytime I needed to find something, I just search in here and metabolic chaos, and then it gave me all of the matches associated to where I wrote metabolic chaos throughout the course.
Good grief. But you took all those notes yourself.
Mhm.
Is that the idea? That's quite remarkable. Did you find it helped you get through the course quicker or what?
I think it helped me slow down a little bit because
Ah,
I actually had to retain the information that I was writing. So what I would do is I would play a video, I would take the notes, and then I would go back and rewatch if I felt like I missed anything.
yeah,
And again, it was really more of being able to retain the information than being distracted because I had to write it down.
yeah, no kidding. Well, good.
Yeah.
You did amazing. I don't know how I
Thank
could
you.
get other people to do this right now, but I want them to.
Yeah. Yeah. You need structure, you need routine, right? This is like going to school or having a job. And I feel like people forget that. Sometimes they can
Yeah,
passively move through it.
so what would you call this? I won't take up much more of your time, but what would you call this? Because we like to add things. Here's how you can get through the course.
Okay.
That would be good training or mentality at least. And I hell in the course, I probably say print out all the slides and write notes on them because I've made this joke many times. To me, pagers and fax machines was high tech.
Yeah.
It's true. Like once,
Oh, how far we've come.
yeah, and oh my goodness, so that's remarkable. But I like tools. I love tools, obviously. Like your dog too. She's
Thank you. They're having a grand old time over here. I'm like, can you guys wait?
oh, you got more.
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Hey there. Hello. They don't know how to act on camera.
No, she's a COVID puppy though, so she'll FaceTime me. She'll respond to me on FaceTime. It's hilarious.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Good job. I'm still thinking about what you said. And since I'm recording this, I may send it over to the team and say, hey, find out about this Notion thing and see if we could remember, the question was, what could I do to make the course better? Or what do you wish it had? And you explained, like, I picked Notion and this is what made it better for me. And if we could somehow add that, because it also shows your ambition and your sensibilities are really well grounded in, I really want to learn this,
Yeah.
And so it's a learning method, which I think is wonderful. If it's okay, I might hit you up for a little more guidance on that.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll just say congratulations again. You're done. But now the whole world opens up for you to do new amazing things. And I'll be really looking to you, Kailey, for being a very successful practitioner.
Thank
And
you.
again, I have an open door policy, and we're a growing company.
Yeah.
If you ever see something come through, we always ask the membership first. Is there anyone who'd like to do this job or that job? Because we're coming to you first. I could say quite honestly that 90% of the staff is FDN trained.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's
ones who
great.
aren't, they're probably just in bookkeeping or something where
Yeah.
it doesn't. And even my collection agent, she's an FDN graduate.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So we're all FDN by FDN for FDN, and if you see something where you feel like you could be helpful, we pay pretty well too, and we're good company. With that, you do your very best and let me know how I could help.
Great.
Congrats again, and you go enjoy the rest of your day and your week. It's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. Thank you, Reed.
Yeah, take care. Good
Bye.
night.